Well, welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday. It's like 90 outside. Still no rain. Hey, I did have a comment after the last video. Somebody said that Flywheel's got heat cracks all over it. It's no good. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't really know much about heat cracks. I've done some research this week. So sure enough, there are heat cracks in the face of this. So I need to pull this back off, take it to the machine shop, have them check it out, probably reface it. No big deal. But one of the things I did is I have my bushing set. Went and got, this is actually a metric size that fits the insides of these. But I'm going to make my own clutch alignment tool. So I can put that in there, hold it in tight, and slide this around till I get my on my clutch to align it when I put the pressure plate in. So got that done today, or at least got the bolt bought so I can do that. But right now I need to get the cherry picker back out here and put it on this, take it off. I'll put it in the truck and get it to the machine shop tomorrow. It closes at 5, so I got to get home from work. And I'm also going to throw the fuel tank in there and take that on over to Spencer, since it's kind of over in the same area, and leave that for him. He said he was tied up for a while, and I said, listen, I think we're maybe a couple months away from needing that tank on there to make the engine run. So you can always use a nurse tank if we get, but no hurry. Bottom line, no hurry. All right, I'm gonna do this and probably be sweating pretty good by the time it's done, but get that taken care of so I can turn and burn when I get home tomorrow night and go get this thing dropped off and get it fixed. Well, we're at the fair. It's load up day. Matt's 806 is next to the A4T. I just opened the cab up to let it air out a little bit. It's pretty warm. Everybody's loading up. Earl's there loading up their trailer. They got all the bales and corn stalks they brought, and Dale's out there taking the fan so they can, that's what we put the belt on. Got some hit misses going. Unfortunately, some kids, we have a thing where you can grind up corn under there for the kids, and they thought it'd be nice to put the corn inside some of the cooling tanks for the hit misses, so I had to clean some of that up this morning. But yeah, it's been a great fair, and everybody's loading up, getting ready to go home. We're on the road, leaving the fair. Kind of funny driving this through town. Got Mrs. Ohio and then trailing me because I got to go out on a 4-lane highway for about a quarter of a mile. Figured that would be safer. Hopefully I don't hit any trees going up through here. Well, on the way home from the fair, I decided to stop by a friend's farm because some other friends had their articulated tractor parked there. I will say that I was pulling out of the fair. One of the guys that moved the barricades for me, was working at the fair, is like, hey, you do YouTube, I watch your channel. So Jason, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for saying something. But yeah, 9RX 490 next to the A4T 1600. Just a slight difference, not much. I mean, that radiator's bigger than the whole cab. But yeah, thought it was gonna be pretty cool just to pull in here and kind of video these two next to each other. Quite a difference. 340 horsepower difference, probably more than that. Walk around the back here. 3-point no PTO, 2 sets of remotes, no 3-point, 1000 RPM PTO, a hitch that's probably more steel in that hitch than there is in most of the back end of that tractor, and it's like what's it, 12 remotes ish. Yeah, from the back you can really tell a difference here. No computers, run by computers. Can work on and make it run all the time. Better have a laptop and know what you're doing. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on home, but yeah, I just thought I'd wheel in here, and I always tell them that if they have problems, they can always call out the big dog to help. Those tracks are taller than my tires. That's, yeah. And they have air conditioning. I have 310, 3 windows and 10 mile an hour. Slightly different perspective. I parked it in front of it. You can just see the 490's massive. That was big horsepower in 1970. Not so much anymore. Pretty interesting perspective in my eyes. Maybe not everybody else's, but I think that's pretty cool to see them, you know, start of the articulated age, and one of the latest ones here. Well, I made it home. Just walked around, checked everything out. Everything looks good. Do need to put new fuel filters on and clean out that clear bowl. I did find this guy out here. I don't think he's doing so good. I think this drought has gotten to him just a little. He needs to hydrate just a little. Got to unload the 950. I brought it home this morning. It's warm out. But yeah, went up, grabbed it, got it home, then turned around and had Mrs. Ohio MM run me up so I could get the A4T. I got the fuel tank for that one dropped off at Spencer's yesterday, and the Flywheel. I called the place. They said they would be there. I got there. There was a note on the door that said they'd be back Monday. So Oliver Phil's going to drop it off for me Monday, because he's a nice guy and he's going to take care of me, because they close at 5 and that's hard for me to get there by 5. But yeah, that's got everything back in the driveway. I'm gonna have to wash everything because there's like fair dust on both these tractors like crazy. So I'm gonna run inside and come back out and get things unloaded. Sunday afternoon, and I was in the barn getting ready to do some stuff. I said, you know, I need to dump the horse manure. There's a breeze coming out of the west now. There is some like green and yellow on the radar, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, because we haven't seen any of that for weeks. But man, the leaves that are blowing down right now, it's pretty crazy. We might actually get some rain. And of course I said maybe we're gonna get rain, and man, it's sprinkled. And then I'm looking at the radar, and as it gets to where we're at, it just is dissipating like it's done for the last month, and we're just in the light green, so just light sprinkles. So I pulled the 950 in here after bringing it home from the fair. I need to get the locks on it for back here, but all 4 bolts that hold it were snapped off, so I just drilled them out. But of course, on the very last one, the drill bit at the very last second, yes, that's broken off in there. So I've never had any luck drilling out bolts, but I'm giving it a shot. I've got all 3 drilled. Now that broke off, so I got to try to get that bit out of there, and then we'll see if the extractor works. Might have to use some heat. Gonna almost for sure have to use some heat. So, but that's what I'm working on. Moline Dan just called me. He's asking me about some other stuff, but he had to make a little bit of fun of me for using the cherry picker to put the flywheel on, and I'll take it. Thing's heavy and it's not fun, so mechanical advantage any place I can take it. I'm not the man that I used to be as far as a young man, and my back hurts. But of course Dan chuckled and said he had to poke fun at me, and I'm good with that. It's always fun. Anyway, I'm kind of we'll see if we can get these broken bolts out, and we'll go from there. I got to get that bit out of there first. Well, no luck getting the broken bit out. and I just put some heat on it just to put it through some heat cycles. So I guess that's all I can do right now. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I did use the Jetstar earlier today. We trimmed trees and got some low-hanging branches down. It did rain a little, not much. Like I just walked outside and the concrete's already dry. So dry. But anyway, it actually sounds like it's starting to sprinkle again, but that always sounds louder in here. So I'm going to be not around the next couple weekends, so I'm not going to be able to make any videos, but hopefully the next video is when I get the flywheel back, and fuel tank should be getting done here in a couple weeks, but more of the flywheel. Then I can maybe get the pressure plate and clutch in, and then schedule the boom truck to come out, and we're going to lift that motor in and then get that tractor shoved in here where this tractor sits right now, and we'll get working on that big project all winter long. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, make comments. Appreciate the comments. Heck, the viewer that saw the cracks in the flywheel, appreciate you bringing that up. That's not something I'd really experienced before, so we'll it's always good to know, and glad to hear from Moline Dan today. It's always fun to mess with him. We got to come up with another bet this year for the Ohio State, that team up north game. They eked one out over USC yesterday, and anyway, that'll be fun. And so we'll see you when I get back from my trips and we get back in here and get some things done.